We are in the mood for food. We just got dessert first, but the Food Film Fest offers plenty of entrees too. For example, there's one I'd really be into. It's called Tender: Stories of Love and Meat. The festival, now in its 9th year, is described as a multi-sensory food and film experience. Along with films and filmmakers, famous chefs are featured, and the culinary offerings go way beyond popcorn and milk duds. Let's take a look at the festival's promo reel right now.
Welcome to the NYC Food Film Festival!
Heck yes, here now to tell us more about the Food Film Fest is its executive producer, Seth Unger. Seth, thank you very much for being here on BK Live.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for bringing all the gifts.
Well, I think I'm going to start right now.
We'll get down to them in a moment. I got to ask you, what inspired you to begin a food film festival?
Wow, that's delicious.
Take your time. I can't wait to dive in.
Don't
myself.
start with the popcorn. No, the Food Film Fest was started by George Motes, who's America's hamburger expert. He actually had a film called Hamburger America, which went around the country and found all these important hamburger joints.
That sounds like my kind of film.
Oh, it's amazing. And so when they got the film, they were going to premiere it, and they said, why don't we serve some of these burgers from the film? So when they did that, it was sold out. Hundreds of people came. Everybody freaked out. And they're like, wait a minute, we're on to something here. So after that, it was like, why stop at burgers? Let's do all kinds of food.
So how exactly does it work? When you show films at the festival, you serve food during it?
Yeah, it's pretty unique, and it's a lot of work, I can tell you. But yeah, you will see, we show a series of films about food or drink, and then while you're watching it, at the right moment, it comes down the aisle and you get a taste.
Wow. Like this food that we have here. How is this incorporated into the film festival?
This I'm sure many of your viewers know, this is a Little Bit of Sweets, a great Brooklyn company who make all kinds of delicious candy and popcorn. And so I think the film your viewers just watched was a clip of, yeah, look at that, overhead, was a clip of the film that they would see at the festival. And so Little Bit, Liz is great over there, and they'll be there at the festival. This one is actually going to be at our Edible Adventure, which is on Saturday, the 24th of October.
All sorts of cool events. It's founded in Brooklyn, but you travel all around the country, right?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about, like, Tender: Stories of Love and Meat?
Well, this is opening.
The heck is that?
This is. I actually came up with the title. No, but this is a great one. It's opening night this year, Thursday, October 22nd. We'll be this year at a bigger theater right in Times Square at the AMC. And opening night at Tender is all about different kinds of meat. The tagline is Stories of Meat and Love.
Meat and Love.
And so you're going to see a series of short films, and then you're going to be served food. And we've got great Brooklyn barbecue coming in. One of my favorites in the whole city, Hometown Barbecue out of Red Hook. We'll be serving their famous smoked brisket. And then Texas brisket will be there as well from Black's Barbecue is coming up from Texas, also the Pitmaster from Taylor Cafe. Oh. So people who know barbecue will be getting the real authentic experience. And we have films about these, and you'll get a taste, and then there's a big party after where you get more, because we don't send people home full.
Wow.
Or no, we do.
You do send people home.
We don't send you home on an empty stomach.
Now, it's all shorts. What other types
of
films are playing at the festival?
Well, it's not all shorts. Actually, the last day is a feature-length film about a diner in California that was open for 25 years and ended up closing. And so for one meal only, we're bringing the chef from California to rebuild his diner for just a few hours. So that's an example where we do one film. That's Sunday at noon on the 25th. And that'll be a great one, because you'll watch the film, you'll hear his story. It's happy, it's sad, it's emotional, and then you come out and he'll be there and we'll have it set up like a lunch counter, and you'll get to eat his fried chicken and all the great,
my gosh.
the original recipes that used to be served at this place.
Oh my gosh, I need tickets. What else can you tell us about these treats that
I'll
you
give you a
brought
5% discount.
today? That sounds great.
Yeah, no, come on by. It'll be great. We'd love to have you.
Do you need to be a foodie to go to the festival, or is it just kind of
Yes, you have to be a card-carrying foodie. We check when we go in. Most people ID for alcohol, but we check to see a foodie. No, it's people who come who love film, who love food, or just want to have a good time. I mean, it's really a food fest and a film fest wrapped into one. And we have events. Most of them are for adults. This year we're doing our first family, all ages and kids event, which is great, on Saturday the 24th at noon. It's called Eat Your Movies. And we've got everything in that one, from a bunch of produce that comes alive in a refrigerator to a crazy sock puppet who demolishes a case of mint Milano cookies.
And where is the festival happening? All over Brooklyn this year?
This year we've moved. We actually got a big theater in Times Square, so the events are in Manhattan this year, but we'll be back to Brooklyn soon because we move it around every year, so it's just random where it is. But it was certainly born in Brooklyn, and a lot of the restaurants and chefs that we have come in are Brooklyn restaurants. So.
And doing my extensive prep for this segment, I was wondering what constitutes a great food film? Like, I mean, what is the greatest food film of all time? Do you have any opinions on that?
I don't know that I could name the greatest food film of all time. Certainly there are great ones.
Good Burger, Fatso with Dom DeLuise. What? I'll give you mine.
Okay,
It's
anything
Big
with Dom
Night,
DeLuise.
Chef, and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. How's that sound?
Well, I'm glad you said that because we did Big Night one year. In '09, we did Big Night, Stanley Tucci, classic.
Classic
So
movie.
we served that timpano to 1,000 people.
Oh, that's
when they
terrific.
came out to serve it, we served it.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's, we think that when you see the food on the screen before you taste it, that it amps up the flavor and how good it is 100 times. Knowing the story, seeing who made it, understanding how it's made, and then at the festival, seeing that person actually get up on stage and talk about it, as you're putting it in your mouth, is a pretty intense moment.
Now, I'm so thankful that you brought all these snacks. I want to give one more shout out to Little Bit Sweets. These will be served during the festival.
Yeah, so the clip we just watched, that entire film will play at the Edible Adventure event, and when it gets to the right moment in the film, the sweets will come down and you'll get to eat it while you're watching it there.
My gosh.
And then when you go in the after party, because we do, after you get out of the theater, we do a big party afterwards with food and drinks and DJ. When you get out there, then you'll actually meet Liz from Little Bit, and she'll talk to you about how she makes it, and you get to eat some more. There might even be some in your gift bag that you take home. Nobody leaves one of my events without a gift bag full of fun stuff.
This is great. I'm going to the Food Film Fest. I think everyone else should check it out too. Shout out to Little Bit Sweets. Where is the festival happening again? Times Square?
Yeah,
How do people get tickets?
AMC in Times Square. You want to go to thefoodfilmfestival.com, and you can get tickets there. Actually, we have a special discount code for all the viewers today. For if you enter BRIC 15, BRIC 15, you get 15% off on all
there
your
you go.
tickets and passes. So
I'm going to get on my phone right now.
You can't beat it.
BRIC 15 special discount code. Seth, thank you very much for being here. It's really nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you at the Food Film Festival.